All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go, and I am able to do a reaction to One Punch Man without finding out that a chapter has released several days later. Thank you, Ogata, for keeping me informed, because you know how informal the release times are for One Punch Man episodes. Well, One Punch Man chapters. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Yo, peoples, Kyushu92 here, and welcome back to yet another One Punch Man chapter reaction and review. In the last chapter, it was pretty much centered on King as he tried to confront Bang on training him, but since King's reputation and notoriety and infamy, if you will, as being the world's strongest hero, it's so strong, the lie is so strong that nobody believes that King is actually weak. He literally tells everyone the truth. It's all been made up, but no one wants to believe. No one wants to believe that King is actually weak, because he is. So he gets sent all over to different dojos. Some places say that we can't teach you anything because you're already so powerful, so it would be a waste. Other people simply turn him away because word of mouth gets around like a very poorly coordinated game of telephone that King is going around demolishing dojos that don't want to teach him, and then you have these dojos that don't want to teach King because they don't want to get beaten up, even though that's not the thing. Even though that's not the case even. And he can't find a single place that wants to train him because everyone is either intimidated by him, think he's too strong, or they just think he's gonna beat him up. So then we cut to Saitama and company as King sulks and is depressed about not being able to find a place to make him stronger. He casually is beating Saitama in video games, which is something that Saitama, despite all of his power, is incapable of triumphing over King in. Saitama is the most powerful character in the entire series. Yet for all that strength and all those capabilities, he can't even beat King at one simple video game. So then the Blizzard Bunch shows up, and they get refused by Saitama once again. Pochi goes after him, and while they're out, Pochi demolishes an entire monster by itself, and thus becomes the first and most powerful becomes the newest and most powerful honorary member of the Blizzard Bunch. The Blizzard Bunch's strongest member is the dog. So yeah, should be interesting to see what chapters we get with chapter 191. Waiting for it to load up. A completely unknown world. Gotta love this artistry. Oh, okay. Wow, we are already starting off with Saitama standing in... Okay. Wait, this is page 2. Wait, we're just right there in front of with Saitama standing in front of a monster. If you guys want to see what I'm seeing, either go to the Viz site because they have the newest chapters available for free for you guys to see, or go to Manga Plus or wherever else you want to go to see what I'm seeing. But Saitama standing in front of this one big bulky monster man as he starts bulking up and he's ripping through his clothes going, "If you get in my way, I'll give you a glimpse of the power of dragon blood." And he launches at Saitama, and Saitama, without batting an eye, completely obliterates the man's entire upper torso with a blood-curdling... So yeah, without even batting an eye, unsurprisingly, Saitama just swats him away, completely killing him on impact. And then we had some other heroes who, some other people, I guess guards of some kind, because they were inside this, APC-looking vehicle. They're going, "Langor was one of the 9 Dragon Warriors, and you defeated him in one punch? Thanks, random super strong passerby! What's your name?" Saitama. "You saved the Sealing Stones! Yay! And protected the Cruel Dragon Seal! Secret histories will record this deed forever!" Do they have to be secret? Besides, all I did was interrupt a theft. "Not at all! You saved the world! Our mission was secret, but we owe you an explanation." Huh? "Legends speak of a giant dragon that was the incarnation of destruction." Commish? "In mere days, it took countless lives and scorched the earth. The dragon was so horrible that people called it the Cruel Dragon." No, seriously, is this Commish from Solo Leveling? "Warriors banded together, There were sacrifices, but they weakened the cruel dragon. The dragon's spirit was dispersed into 9 sealing stones that here hidden in... It says, okay, so we got a bit of a grammar typo here. The dragon's spirit was dispersed into 9 sealing stones that here hidden in shrines, but I believe it's supposed to be a W instead of an H, so it can say that were hidden in shrines. So that's just a little bit of a graphical thing, just in case it makes you do a double take. The dragon's spirit was dispersed into 9 sealing stones that were hidden in shrines. Over the ages, an organization known as the Saints have guarded the seals. Oh, I already see where this is going, because this is already starting to be a long conversation, a long explanation, and we know how Saitama is with those. Over the ages, an organization known as the Saints have guarded the seals. But a rival organization known as Deathborn, believing themselves the dragon's descendants, plots the dragon's return. The struggle between them has lasted 8 centuries. The Deathborn have been uncustomarily active recently, along with the recent increase in monster activity. So we Saints have been on high alert as we watch over the stones. And we were moving it to a different location when the Deathborn saw it as an opportunity to attack, and you jumped in and helped. So we're a bit hyped at the moment. And talkative. Foul hero, you pulverized Langor! As one of the members of the Deathborn is being pinned by one of the Saints. But someday, we shall seize the stones and reawaken the cruel dragon. Then it's curtains for humanity. And all you have defended will meet its end! And he just starts laughing. Glory to Deathborn! And before this man can say anything else, Saitama takes a bucket of water and douses it over him. When someday? I don't know. Maybe in 10 or 100 years? The cruel dragon waits patiently for the seals containing him to weaken, and even should our order pass from existence, others shall arise who carry on our wishes! And he gets doused by water again by Saitama. Another question? Instead of someday, why not get on with it? What? And everyone widens their eyes. Everyone widens their eyes over Saitama saying, like, why wait? Just go ahead and do it. Saitama's bored. He wants to fight the cruel dragon. We just got an explanation by the Saints, and Saitama's all like, why y'all waiting so long? Let's just do it. Oh! Instead of someday, why not get on with it? What? What do you mean? Goes one of the Saints. They should wake the dragon now, then we can kick its butt, for the future's sake. Give me directions to the stones. Wait up! As the Saints are using a helicopter to fly after Saitama. This makes 3 stones. We need 9 for the ritual of reawakening. Let's do it today. That guy stole from us! Is he a new Deathborn baddie? Saitama just wants to get it knocked out. He just wants to kill the cruel... He just wants to kill the... What is it called again? Called it the cruel dragon. Yeah, cruel dragon. He just wants to kill it now so you ain't got to worry about it years from now. It's all like, why wait? Let's just go ahead. Let's just wake it up now so I can kill it. Everyone else does not understand how Saitama's mind works. This man is preemptive. That guy stole from us! Is he a new Deathborn baddie? And then we get one dude. We get one dude that looks like that one guy, the martial arts guy that turned into a monster during the martial arts tournament. I forget his name. It started with a T or it started with a G. It's something. The one that tried to beat up on Seiryu. But he's monster-fied and he goes, "Did the Saints hire you? Before you die, know that I am the dragon warrior known as..." And it just shows the next panel where Saitama has already bodied him, and his body is halfway into a wall. And then that one Deathborn goes, "Couldn't you have talked to him?" Well, he attacked suddenly. Awesome! Awesome! We got them all. Okay, I wanted to make sure it was Saitama saying this because they gathered all the stones. Awesome! We got them all. A friend's coming over, so keep the ritual short. And it shows Saitama standing there with the Deathborn as he uses the stones to try and summon the cruel dragon while the saints are running in watching the ritual happen. At last, the time has come! A hatred born of centuries cometh to exterminate the human race! And we see the cruel dragon come up out of this portal in the ground, and it's flying over everybody. Death to all, goes the cruel dragon, and before it could even shoot out a blast from its mouth, Saitama instantly kills it. Is anyone surprised? Is anyone surprised at all? Summons the dragon just to kill it instantly. Much to the Deathborn's horror and to the jubilation. Yes, I use the word jubilation of the saints. And it just cuts to Saitama back at his apartment with King. Still playing video games, still getting beat by him. Sealing stones and evil orders. It was like a video game or manga. You never know what's out there. Sounds nuts, goes King to Saitama. And then someone rings the bell. Is that Genos? And it's Flashy Flash! You don't seem busy, Saitama. So help me find Oculette. She's a creature of interest regarding the Monster Association. Do well, and you can be my pupil. And Saitama, not swayed, just closes the door on him. Hey! What is the meaning of this? Open the door, Saitama. And it shows Genos being nosy, listening to the conversation because he's right next to Saitama's place. But he also peeks out of the door with his ear real big because he heard Flashy Flash say pupil, and he goes, pupil? And then we get King. There's a lot of talking in this chapter. I'm liking it so far, though. There's a lot of talking. Wasn't anyone there? Why'd you shut the door? Because I smelled a hassle. This is an important matter. Open up or I'll kick in the door. 3, 2, 1. What are you doing around Master's door? Master? Who do you mean? I came here to meet with a Class A hero named Saitama. Is that a problem? State your business with Master Saitama and keep it brief. Why would I tell you, demon cyborg? And mind you, this is the conversation that's being heard through the door while King and Saitama are just listening in. We're just hearing the conversation through the door. Why would I tell you, demon cyborg? If you refuse to comply, then leave. You have no right to a meeting. Well, I don't need your permission. Are you intending to break in then? And then there's silence. And then we start hearing blows outside. Uh-oh, sounds serious, goes Saitama. Should we stop them? Yeah, I think you should, goes King. And Saitama opens the door as he goes, Hey, stop fighting outside my new digs. Stop, Genos. And then it shows Genos and Flashy Flash because they were just straight up fighting each other. And then Genos just stops. They both stop. And then Flashy Flash lands a distance away on down the hallway, if you will. You lapdog. I hear you're Class A now, Saitama. I came to offer a celebratory mission, and this is the greeting I get. Do you know this lout? Goes Genos. Yeah, we've met. Let me introduce him. This here is Two Long Bangs. You made up that name. Saitama? His name is... Don't tell him, King. His type always relies on others. He must learn to be more responsible, so he'll have to remember by himself. Arrogant creep. You are not Master's master. Well, I know your name starts with... Shh. Wrong. Shh. Shh. No, wait. Was it F? Yes, now what comes next? F... L... I've got it! Shoulder Blade Crusher! Close guess, Master. You guessed wrong on purpose. Hey, don't barge in, because Flashy Flash is just done with Saitama's nonsense, and he just barges into his house. Hey, don't barge in. This matter is confidential, so wait out here, King. As for you, dog, sit. And he closed the door on Genos. If Genos was the type to get overly angry and riled up because his buttons were pushed, that one statement might have been it. Thankfully, however, Genos tends to be a little bit more level-headed to not get riled up. So, yeah. As for you, dog, sit. And then Flashy Flash is just in Saitama's place drinking. Saitama, you should be my pupil. During our time underground, your physical abilities impressed me. However, you require teaching to develop your full potential. Master refuses. As Genos done made like a secret cubby hole Genos made a secret passageway that goes from his place to Saitama's place. And clearly this is the first time that Saitama's seeing it because after Genos peeks in through this, it's a big hole, okay? It's a big hole that he presses up that Saitama's never noticed. Master refuses. Genos? Don't make secret passages without asking! Sorry, it is for unexpected occurrences. You're unexpected! If this is about God, then it is no secret to me. Wait. Oh. The God? God in One Punch Man is being talked about. Oh, hold up, wait a minute! God is being talked about. We haven't heard anyone talk about God for so long in this story. At least this story's version of God. Ooh. If this is about God, then it is no secret to me. First, help me find Oculette. Well, you did say she's important. But what happens when you find her? You gonna torture her for info? She's a handy flashlight, Saitama thinks to himself. That depends on her. I need a clue to the god that Blast is fighting, and she has had contact. It's just a hunch, but I suspect I am close to discovering the secret of God. A secret so big it shakes the ground beneath our feet. And now, come with me, bold Cape. As Flashy Flash gets up, Cape twirling behind him, and Saitama follows and then closes the door right behind him. And then Flashy Flash, getting really annoyed, goes, "Stop fooling around, because I really detest stupid jokes." Sorry, I can't stand guys who use my hero name. Yes, so you sit. And then Flashy Flash kicks open the door in front of Genos and Flashy Flash kicks open Saitama's door. Much to the surprise of Saitama, who goes, "Whoa!" And then, ooh. Then ooh. Then Flashy Flash says, "Then fight me, Saitama, and you shall learn how inferior you really are." And the chapter's over. I don't think Flashy Flash truly understands the situation he's just placed himself in. Flashy Flash sees all the things that Saitama has done during the whole Monsters Association raid, and even running into Blast. I was trying to find the right word after running into Blast, and seeing just how strong Saitama is, and him being able to not only walk away from the entire raid without a single scratch on him, but him demolishing monsters instantly. Not only that, but remember the chapters when Flashy Flash was with Saitama, and he pretty much saw everything that Saitama could do, including keeping up with Flashy Flash, no problem? And now Flashy Flash wants to fight Saitama and prove that, because he doesn't know that Saitama's the strongest. He doesn't know. Dr. Bullfoy knows. Genos knows. Blizzard, King, everyone who truly knows Saitama, they know how strong he is. Flashy Flash, an S-rank hero, who thinks he's the fastest individual in the world. And mind you, he has capabilities that, showcase as such. He wants to fight Saitama to prove that Saitama is inferior to him, and that if he says to do something, that Saitama should do it. Ogata. Nice knowing you. Nice knowing you, Flashy Flash. Flashy Flash is about to be gone, okay? I don't think, because what did we just do? What did we just go through before we even got back to Saitama's house? We saw him one-shot a person that said that he had the dragon blood within him. Then we saw Saitama purposefully see the resurrection of a giant dragon known as the Cruel Dragon. Matter of fact, we need to go back to this whole description of the Cruel Dragon. Legends speak of a giant dragon that was the incarnation of destruction. In mere days, it took countless lives and scorched the earth. The dragon was so horrible that people called it the Cruel Dragon. And mind you, it wasn't killed, it was weakened. Saitama purposefully had the henchmen tell him where to find these seals in order to reawaken this dragon fully, just for him to one-shot it. Who knows how long that would have taken with any of the S-class heroes. Saitama was all like, why are y'all waiting from 10 or 100 years from now? Let's just go and do this right now. And the Saints who were transporting the stones were all like, is he a bad guy? But then it was all like, oh no, he alright, because he did it on purpose just so he could kill the Cruel Dragon. Not seal it away, he killed it. And now Flashy Flash wants to fight Saitama because he thinks he's going to prove a point. The only point that will be proven is that Saitama outclasses everyone and no one is an exemption except for a mosquito. This should be a very interesting next chapter indeed. This should be a very interesting chapter. The paneling behind the door with Saitama and King is genius. Yeah, it is. Because you don't really see too often like conversations between characters in manga from behind a door while other people are looking on. Sure, you'll see it in an anime, but it's not too often where you see it in a manga and it goes on for a while. Saitama literally skipping 75% of the story and going straight to the end. Bakuzan, I think that's who it was, Bakuzan. He's not wrong. Why wait when we could take care of the problem ahead of time? Yeah. Overall, I really did enjoy this chapter. I did. Now I'm looking forward to the next one, because Saitama is just so unbothered. But the whole thing about Flashy Flash wanting to find Oculette in order to find out this true secret of God in this story, that's interesting, because we haven't heard God be brought up in One Punch Man in quite a while. So it's nice that we're going back to that, because that is still a glaring issue. Because the last time we heard about God, it was like, well, something must be drawing him to this specific universe, this specific dimension, and it shone a light on Saitama, so he's drawn. So it should be interesting to see where we go from there. But let me not drag this out any more than I already have. I got Lies of P at 2 o'clock, so I need to take care of something, and then we'll be able to mess around with Lies of P for a nice hot minute, because I've been meaning to get back to that game for a while. Halster, Ogata, Psycho, everyone else, Hope you all enjoyed. Yeah, I'm gonna draw it to a close here because if I keep going, I'll just keep droning on. I enjoyed this chapter. I thought we were gonna see more concerning King and his whole situation, but seeing Saitama having to be drawn back into this whole God situation is a nice little segue. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you enjoyed what you saw here today, then do these things because not only are they free, but they also help this channel grow even larger. Like, subscribe, and share this stream with everyone you know because the more the merrier. And because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples!